Why tolerance is important. The tavern does not land gently tonight. It settles into tension. Outside, banners hang from four directions. Gold for the humans, silver green for the elves, iron red for the orcs, deep blue for the dwarves. Each banner claims strength. Each banner claims right. Each banner claims tomorrow. Tonight, the Wandering Tavern rests at the crossroads of Valenreach, a fractured city where humans, elves, orcs, and dwarves stand at the edge of open conflict. The air outside smells like smoke and iron. Inside, the fire burns steady. The cat sits on the bar, tail wrapped neatly around his paws, watching the door as though evaluating the future. Alex adjusts the lantern near the window, muttering something about keeping things bright enough so nobody mistakes shadows for enemies. As the traveler enters the tavern, I step forward. "Welcome," I say calmly. "You've found the Wandering Tavern." I incline my head slightly. "My name is Lion." I gesture toward the open stool. "And before we speak of heavy things, what is your name?" The traveler removes his cloak slowly. He is human, though his armor bears marks from more than one battlefield. "Kaelen," he says. "Kaelen," I repeat. "You are welcome here." The cat narrows his eyes, then resumes grooming a paw. Approval is conditional. Alex places a mug before Kaelen without comment. Something strong but warm. Kaelen does not drink immediately. "They call it tolerance," he says. Outside, distant shouting echoes faintly. "But it feels like weakness." Kalen's jaw tightens. Humans say elves hoard magic. Elves say orcs respect nothing but force. Orcs say dwarves poison the land. Dwarves say humans forget promises. He finally takes a drink. "And everyone says tolerance is just surrender dressed politely." He looks at me directly. "If we tolerate each other, won't we lose?" I fold my hands on the bar. "Kaelen," I say gently, "tolerance is often misunderstood. It is not agreement. It is not approval. And it is certainly not surrender." Alex leans against a beam, listening quietly. "Tolerance," I continue, "is restraint." The fire crackles low. "And restraint," I say softly, "is one of the hardest forms of strength." Let me tell you a story. Long before Valenreach was divided, there stood a hall supported by four great pillars. One was carved from oak, human craftsmanship. One was shaped from silver wood, elven grace. One was forged from black iron, orc endurance. One was cut from mountain stone, dwarven precision. For years the hall stood strong, but pride crept in. Each pillar believed it carried more weight. The oak accused the iron of cracking the foundation. The iron blamed the silverwood for bending. The silverwood accused the stone of stubbornness. The stone claimed the oak rotted too easily. So one day, one pillar withdrew its support. The hall did not fall immediately. It groaned, it shifted, and slowly cracks formed in every direction. It was not weakness of any one pillar that doomed it, I say quietly. It was the refusal to tolerate the differences that made the structure even possible. If you're listening tonight and living in a divided world, breathe. Difference is not danger. Disagreement is not destruction. The presence of another perspective does not erase your own. Kaelen shakes his head slightly. But what if they hate us? Then hatred is their burden, I say. Tolerance does not mean you accept injustice. It means you refuse to let fear make your decisions. The cat hops down and walks between us, slow and deliberate, as if demonstrating the power of calm movement in a room full of tension. War is easy, I continue. It simplifies the world, us and them, right and wrong, good and evil. But tolerance demands something harder. It demands that you hold complexity without drawing a sword. Intolerance feels strong, I say. It feels decisive, but it is brittle. It fractures alliances. It narrows wisdom. It turns neighbors into permanent enemies. Alex speaks quietly for the first time. And once you start burning bridges, he says, you forget that you might need to cross them someday. Kaelen looks between us. So tolerance is strategy, he asks. I smile slightly. No, it is survival. There was once a young commander, I say, who believed strength meant crushing opposition. He won many battles, but each victory left him with fewer allies. One day he stood victorious and alone. No trade, no support, no peace. He learned too late that tolerance does not weaken power, it stabilizes it. Because power without coexistence, I say softly, cannot last. Kaelen, my friend, tolerance is not silence in the face of harm. It is the decision not to escalate every difference into war. It is allowing humans to value innovation, elves to value longevity, orcs to value strength, dwarves to value endurance, without insisting one must erase the other. A world of only one pillar, I say, collapses under its own certainty. Kaelen finishes his drink slowly. Outside, the shouting fades into distant murmurs. I thought tolerance meant losing ground, he says quietly. I shake my head. It means choosing which ground is worth standing on. The cat curls near the hearth. Alex dims one of the lanterns. Kaelen rises, not lighter, perhaps, but steadier. He leaves without drawing his sword, and tonight that is enough. My friend, the lanterns will remain lit and the fire will be warm, even when the door closes behind you. Return whenever the road feels heavy or when your heart seeks quiet company. Carry what serves you and leave the rest by the hearth. Know that this place and these words will wait patiently for you, but until then, travel gently and let the night watch over you.